Alright, Blood and Roses by the Smithereens. Really cool song. Just a side note with this song, if you're trying to play along with the recorded version, just a heads up, the recorded version is in E flat. So if you're trying to be in standard tuning and match that, it's going to sound not quite right. So if you really want, you can detune everything a half step if you want to match the recording. I'm just going to do it for you here in standard E tuning. Nothing drives me crazier than E flat tuning because it's just a little off, not even enough to be terribly significant. But anyway, I'll kick it off here for the bass line because it's a really cool bass line, so I don't want you to miss out on that. It's going to be just like this where we're at the open E. Then we go to 3, 2 on the A, back to 3 on the E. Okay. Alright. And then we do a open D, back to that 2 on the A. Close out the first measure. Okay. Alright, and the second half of it kind of starts similar. Open to 3, to 2 on the A, 3E, back to 2A. Alright, and then here, we come over to do 4 on the D, to open D. Alright, and then you just put it all together. Okay, for the guitar, get a little bit of dirt on it there. Okay. And it's going to be E minor here. And you can just hit about half of it. Just make sure you get the low parts. Just hit it once, that's cool. And then you want to go big on the G chord a couple times. Okay. Okay, and then next measure, same thing. After those G chords, you want to hit a couple of D chords. Okay. Alright. Alright, and the chorus comes in, and we're going to do C major 7, which basically you just do a normal C, but leave your pointer finger off so that you hit the open B instead of the first fret. That major 7. And we're just going to kind of hit the 3 and the 2 of the C chord, and then just pick up from the E, B, G a couple times. And then hit the B. Okay, so. Alright, one measure of that. Okay, then we switch to the D, and we're just going to worry about the top 3 notes of it. Pick through that. Okay, just pick through it any way you like there. And then end with the E minor. Just kind of hit the base of it and then pick through a couple of the high notes. Okay, and after we go through that a few times, then we do the C. And after that C, instead of the D, we go to an A suspended 2. So just like an A chord, but leave your ring finger up, so you hit the open B, and then pick through that. And then go through the D really quick. solo time. It's going to start off here where we're all the way up at the 12s, and we're just going to wail away on those for something like that. Alright, and then we do the 12s again, but we only do a few of them, and then we slide it down to 10. Here. And then we do something like this where we're at the 10s, hit it once, 12 on the B with the 10 on the E, back to 10s. Okay. Now we come back to some 14s here on the G and B, bend them, release them, and go to 12s on the G and B. And the 14D, 12, 14D, 12s on the G and B, bend 14s on the G and B, hit the 12s on the E and B, okay. Bend 14 on the G, hit 12 on the E, and then release that bent 14 on the G, go to 12, and then 14, 12, 14 on the D, and 12 on the G, and then end it with the 14D. Okay, so I'll try it all slowly here for you. Okay, and then you just kind of get it up tempo. Okay, and it goes to a bit of a lower section where we're down here. We're doing just a couple A's open to pick up into a second fret on the A. Then we go 4th fret on the A, open D, 2nd on the D. Okay, so. Alright, and then the second half of that little pattern we do open to 2 on the A, 4, open D, back to 4 on the A. Alright, and then you just repeat those two a few more times. Alright, and the last time we go through it, we just do the first half. Then we do an open to 2 on the A. Then we come down here and we bend on the 2nd of the G. Bend it, release it, and release it to the open G. Then hit a 2nd D, open G. Okay. Alright, and then we just go through a bit of just bending that 2nd, releasing the open, just repeating that. Okay. Alright, and then we come all the way back up here and we do bend on the 14 and then hit a couple of 12s on the B and E and then just repeat that. Okay, and then just get that down and get it up to tempo. Alright, and at the very end, there's a bit of an outro solo, and it kind of just incorporates some things we've seen in the previous one. We're getting back to those bend on the 14G, couple 12s on the B and E, that little riff. Yeah. Okay, so there's one guitar doing that bit, and then a second guitar comes on top of that, and it's just kind of doing some bends and releases on the second fret here of the G. Okay, just your own discretion there. Bend how you like. And, just throw in a little pentatonic, however you like it there. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.